Thank you very much, Commodore Fraser, and thank you all for coming. It's such a pleasure to know friends and colleagues, all sorts. Some very long-standing, and some much more recent. All very welcome. At any rate, needless to say, I'm very appreciative that I've been honoured that this distinguished delegation, thank you, has gone to great effort to present the Arctic Star to me today. Tens of thousands of other sailors did the same thing that I did, but it doesn't diminish my appreciation for the medal, but it does make me think of all those who served, particularly those who perished in the frigid northern waters during Russian convoys, and for that matter, other naval maneuvers in the North Atlantic. It's appropriate, as I received the medal in the United States. Let me explain my first meeting with Americans. In October 1941, I was 21. I was posted to my first ship, the HMS Edinburgh, and I joined her at Scapa Flow, which is the anchorage for the British Home Fleet in the north of Scotland. Anyway, the day I joined, we sailed for Iceland. Upon arriving in Iceland, there were already 2 warships swinging around in Hallfjord, one of the 3 home ports of Iceland. And as a very young officer, I peered out. I was surrounded by young officers, and they were full of enthusiasm, and they said, the 2 warships were the USS Washington, a battleship, and the USS Tuscaloosa. The United States was not then at war, although it was hardly neutral. We, a bunch of junior officers, invited the American ships to send 20 junior officers over for dinner. They accepted promptly, possibly because we had a full bar. Later on the same day, a good time was had by all. Little did I know that in about 70 years I would become an American citizen myself. And then we began the arduous journeys to Russia, protecting the merchant ships carrying supplies, cargoes for Russia, were mostly war materials such as tanks, aircraft, and explosives. And it was necessary that these shipments should continue on a fairly regular basis. There was a lot, as the Commodore has indicated, a lot of unpleasantness around, although strangely enough, my first trip to was something, the convoys had only started September of that year, September the 29th. The first one I was on was no problem. Drifting through the murk of the Arctic Circle. However, I'm losing my place on the page. I was an engineering officer, as indicated, mostly working in the engine room and boiler room on watch duty, and I had warmer working conditions than most. when there was action, I felt it, but I didn't see it. Of course, there were exceptions, such as when ship was torpedoed. On December the 7th, 1941, we were watching the second reel, note that, old-fashioned, second reel of a movie, when there was an announcement that the American fleet had bombed Pearl Harbor. There was practically instantaneous recognition that whilst was a long way to go, with Americans in the war, it would certainly now be won. Now we're entering dangerous water. I'll be glad to entertain a few questions. I'll try and keep them brief. Anyway, thank you for your attention.
Peter, when your ship, the Edinburgh, was it the first one that got torpedoed?
Yeah.
How were you physically transferred to was it the HMS Harrier that came along and supported your shipmates and brought you on board? How did you physically do that? Was that a rope swing, or was that by raft, or how was that done?
Of jumping over a gap between two ships.
You were that close.
Yeah, they were moving nearer and closer, and I was very, very pleased when I saw the Major Marines have a rope swung.
Mm-hmm.
Noblesse oblige, the officers were now jumping. So that you get a strange feeling like, oh dear, with a ship which has gone up alongside, to my surprise, not alongside, but will it suddenly sail away? Jump, and it's an awful distance down there, and will I break a leg? I jumped. My first reaction was that I had left my camera in my cabin.